All right. So we're still snacking. We can ease back into things. I had a snack myself, a nice dieted cola. Howdy to
Ah,
Shadowmer and
yes.
Free Range, and thank you to Danger Man and Ravenstar for making an absolute mess out of Bright's hair and Norali's pleated skirt. Bits were everywhere. It was just absolutely everything it needed to be. And hello, Reptile Room.
Phrasing.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
It was what?
Look, but I was just about to say phrasing, but
Oh.
coffee beat me to the punch. Oh. Look, we're degenerates here. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, and that's okay.
So, welcome to everyone here. We open up our scene after the Earth was ripped asunder to make a way forward for the crew to march into a unused, underused, some out of the way, super secret catacomb area underneath the city, and discussions about morality, relationship issues, very deep topics, symbolized beautifully by tearing the earth asunder with an earthquake spell, are being explored. And this is the content you come here for, everyone. So yes, Bright, you were investigating the tunnel to make sure that you wouldn't, as you're walking through, a random rock wouldn't fall on you all, which is very good because earthquakes don't really abide by any sort of structural
Rules.
standard. Yeah,
No.
there's no rules, just right.
There's no rules. Just destruction.
So go ahead and give me an investigation, please. Unfortunately, you're not a dwarf, so stone cunning isn't
Yeah.
intrinsic to you, but you can still have a solid sense of stone tunnels, considering you spent approximately 12,000 years in one.
Yeah, I'm too big. I'm too small to be a dwarf. Okay, 14. Unless I have advantage because I spent 12,000 years underground. In which case 20.
Sure. As the government inspector says, good enough. You're fairly confident that nothing is going to fall upon you and crush you. There were a couple pebbles and things that did come down, things that might have needed to be a little loosened or tightened. But the majority of the destruction is over. There is some dust in the air, so...
Okay.
I don't know if you have to hold like a floof in front of you to not breathe in the dust, but yeah, you're... It seems pretty good.
Moving forward.
All right. So, moving forward, you are going to begin the. You're going to begin investigating some places that haven't been explored, at least not by any of you, or probably anyone from this era. As this place, now there is signs, obviously, that bodies have been moving, but in the dust and whatnot, you're finding, a lot of like scraping and shuffling feet, and other signs that, undead have been shuffling about. And what we're going to do is, we're going to explore. You going to come up, Bubba? Come on. Hang on. I have an uncertain cat here who's either going to keep clawing at my knee as he stands on two legs, or he's going to jump up in my lap. Hey. Or he's going to...
Run away.
You're not going to back up? Oh, hey, all right then. There you go, everyone. There's a cat butt for you. It is now an official stream.
Baby.
Yeah.
Big ol' baby.
And we are going to explore in a slightly different way, as I will provide some narration to you all as you make your way through. However, your fates are going to be decided through this. Some cards.
Lucky.
Now, the card that is drawn for you is going to reveal what happens in this segment of the catacombs. And there are a couple different things that can happen.
Hello.
You can run into some undead. You might trigger a trap. You might find someone or something that may not intrinsically be threatening or rewarding, but they could be. You might stumble across something that could be considered valuable as a material good. And so it will be up to you. All the cards are here, including 2 jokers. So, Bright, while this is non-standard, now there will be some standard interaction with your character sheets, you do have portents. And if you do not like a card, you can burn one of your portents to have me remove the card.
Ooh, I like that. I'm glad I didn't use up my portents.
Broadly speaking, if you get a spade, you are going to trigger a trap of some kind that is going to require some sort of a save. And depending on the type, you might not even need to make a save because it could be a poison trap, and right now you all are immune to those effects because of Hero's Feast.
Yes.
Oh.
And
However,
immune to fear.
And if fear comes up, perhaps out of an encounter that you have, that will be noted as well, because there are different undead surprise that you might encounter in these catacombs. So spades are going to trigger a trap. Clubs, I'll do clubs last, as that's going to be another type of interaction. It's going to be a combat, but I'll do that last. Diamonds, you are going to encounter perhaps something precious. However, you've been talking about the morality of things. Technically, no one's down here to stop you from taking whatever it is that you find. Or you might say that this stuff belongs to the dead that were buried down here. Or some in between. You choose your shade of gray. I will provide you baubles or precious things, and you get to decide if you want them or not. Or if you do take them and you want to, I don't know, donate them to an orphanage above ground or something, then, you can do that. It's up to you. And if you reveal a heart, then heart is, it's a clue. It's effectively progress. Broadly, it is progress through the catacombs. But it might reveal an interesting bit of lore or a clue or something forward. And after you get a certain amount of clues, then we move to someplace else as you're exploring this area. The lower numbers tend to offer less dangers and less rewards. Higher numbers, usually greater risks and greater rewards as well. Now, if I draw a club for you, that is a simulated combat. And in this case, I'm not too worried about the minutia of your spells. What is going to happen is I'm going to give you an amount of hit points that are going to be lost in this combat, or they can be mitigated. And they can be mitigated if any of you burn however many spell slots you want to burn. You take, pardon, for every spell slot you decide to burn, you can take 10 hit points off of the damage total that's incoming. So that's completely up to you. And on top of that, you all can even spread the damage out. So if I say that 20 damage is coming your way, each of you might just say, I'll take 5. I'm fine with that. Boom. Combat resolved. You had some skeletons coming down, and you know what? They gave you some scratches, but you didn't need to waste any spell slots. So that is going to be up to you. And Bright, as I said, your portents can have me discard a result and move into something else.
Okay.
For those simulated combats,
Yes.
considering that we have 2 clerics both with destroy undead,
Mm-hmm.
would those work to discard a simulated combat result?
No. This is taking into consideration your abilities, your spells, and whatever that you would end up in here with. So like,
Okay.
I already know that I'm dealing with a grave and a death cleric, and I know that I have a wizard and a sorcerer. I presumed I had a warlock. I was incorrect on that one, so my bad. I'm gonna have to rebalance. I'm gonna have to rebalance one thing about this to accommodate for 4, because I'm not gonna. I mean, we have the horse with us.
We also have
well,
an
I
earth
guess.
elemental.
I guess. What's that?
We also have the earth elemental.
You have the earth elemental can last. The earth elemental can
Lasts an
last.
hour.
Yeah, probably until we finish this first section of the catacombs, and then
Okay.
it'll disappear.
I'm just saying for consideration.
unless you all just like dump all of your hit points into it. But you're coming into here with a horse and an earth elemental. If you want them to be hit point sponges, that's fine.
I mean, the earth elemental definitely can. He has 160. No, he has 126. Sorry. It's got a lot.
More hit points than me.
There is a little bit less
More than me.
because he was getting scratched and
Yeah.
bitten. So we'll just say that he is down.
100? He has 100 left.
100's a lot. 20 is a lot for them to have taken off of him,
Nine hit
No.
points.
especially because it's resistant to non-magical.
So
Okay.
he started with full. He's down 9 hit points from the skirmish that as he attracted the undead.
I'll keep track of that.
Okay, and I just want to make sure spades are traps,
Yes.
hearts are plot, diamonds are treasure, and clubs are combats.
Yes.
Okay,
And jokers are bees.
jokers are what?
Bees.
Bees?
Just
Bees.
whatever. I'm not going to tell you. If you get a joker,
Okay.
you'll get to find out what it is.
Okay.
Bees. Not the
Bees?
bees.
Bees?
So what I'm gonna do, Bright, for all of you out there in the audience, I'm holding this up. I'm gonna riffle through, and when Bright tells me, I revealed some cards. I'm gonna reshuffle it. When Bright says stop, that's where I'm going to split the deck, and we will begin our pulls. So I'm riffling through, and when you say stop, I will stop there and cut the deck. Hopefully sometime soon, Bright. I realize the folly. I didn't give you a time limit. But I would like to stop doing this soon.
No, keep going, keep going. I mean, it's be
Just
super
make him
shuffled.
do it for like 2 hours. The folly of
You're
man.
muted. You're muted, by the way, Fluff.
Oh, then stop.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. That's the rest of the session. Hope we had
Wow.
fun.
All right. So, we have our established marching order, and so I will begin peeling cards. I'm going to start with Mordecai, go to Celine, go to Bright and Norelai, and we will find out what happens. And the marching order is important. I mean, you could distribute the combat damage, but if one of you triggers a trap and you yourself do not save, you would take
Earth
whatever
elemental in
effects of
front.
that. Earth elemental? Well, yeah, but I'm not drawing for the earth elemental. Earth elemental, I'm allowing to be a hit point sponge, but I'm not
Okay.
going to draw a card. Okay, so
I'm just saying he would be in front.
Mordecai, as you break into here. Now, I mean, we don't have electricity, so it's not exactly like what you see, but you do see in this area. This is the closest to what you remember seeing of the or not the mausoleum, of the catacombs, because sort of like in Italy, you can go down into the catacombs and see parts of them, but there's also older parts that people generally aren't allowed to. And you're just getting into that. So this might have been more modern, but what you're getting here is you are getting the dryness. You are getting a lot of the cobwebs. A lot of things, you are seeing some emptied areas, and so there were remains. Or here we see that maybe one of them broke up, but the slab broke and kind of crushed the skeleton. So you are seeing signs that, yes, the dead down here were disturbed. So they could be lurking around, but this is an older area, and maybe this is fascinating to you. Celine, you have your own opinion on this. Bright and Noralai in your own ways, although this might be more on the icky death side of things. But
It's beautiful.
So, Mordecai, as you begin exploring these out-of-the-way catacombs, we have a 10 of diamonds. So, what that is going to mean is... you find a particular art piece that is maybe in tucked out of the way here, buried beside someone, although that someone doesn't appear to be there anymore. Now the 10 was of the higher variety here, and we will. Sorry, I should have scrolled up during the break to the area I needed, but I didn't because I'm a scrub. Okay. Roll a d10 for me, Mordecai.
All right. Well, bam.
You find a platinum bracelet set with a sapphire.
How pretty.
And while it's not inscribed in a particularly holy way, there is religious iconography on it. So you are seeing, like, the sapphire would probably be a part of the common representation of Ouijas, that is the fire coming off. So there's not scripture. This would be cosmetic, just with religious overtones to it. But the question is, do you want to take this bracelet or no?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay. All right. I have that marked down. Next up, as you continue looking in the nooks and crannies, Celine.
Yes.
A 3 of hearts. Okay. So.
And hearts. I forget, what were the hearts? This is the simulated combat, right?
No, hearts are
that's
progress through the area, clues.
Progress.
Like little story beats as you're progressing through this area.
Okay, good.
You find, you start seeing a number of ovals. That has become more than just maybe one person's preference of being buried with a particular pattern, or some other final wish, because a lot of people might have a lucky charm or a symbol, or something particularly reverent. But you're noticing, as you're making your way through the catacombs, you see ovals and circles quite frequently, and especially next to people's names.
Some kind of marker, maybe.
Would I know what that is?
Not unless,
This
well, you don't have legend lore anymore, do you? This would not be common knowledge at all.
I have legend lore.
I don't have it prepared.
If you wanna cast it, you can. I won't stop you. It's up to you, but let me know before we proceed to whatever Bright's gonna.
Oh, I'm casting it.
Okay.
You have the component?
Oh yeah, that's some incense. And ivory
I
strips.
might.
Actually, yeah, no, you do have the components because we went through this.
I have. What do I have? You know what? I don't have on my character sheet that I took a legend lore use.
Yeah, you bought a lot of dust.
Well, in that case, if we don't have the thing, that's fine. I'll just make a note of it in the journal and move on.
Okay. All right, Bright. It's your turn to encounter something in the catacombs. The 10 of spades. Uh-oh. Bright, what did you do? Let's find out. Bright,
It's a trap.
it is a trap.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. I've been trapped before.
I need you. Actually, this is an either or here. Either roll or you can use a portent and choose. I need you to roll, I don't know, some even-sided die. If it's evens, this is going to be a poison trap. If it's odds, it's going to be a disease trap. Is I'm going to need you to make a con save.
Are we immune to both?
I don't know if you're immune to disease, but
I've rolled odd.
okay. Immune to poison.
Cured of all
and
diseases.
frightened. Okay, so if it's...
Yeah, it cures the disease, but it doesn't make you immune to future
Okay.
disease.
All
I
right.
rolled 11 anyway, so...
All right. So that is a disease. And unless you want to spend a portent, I'm going to need you to make a con save against a 16.
Oh, that's not so bad. I will make the con save. I have advantage, right? No, just on
No.
wisdom saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have 2d10 hit points. How nice.
Yeah, because we already rolled that. It's 14.
23.
Yeah, you cough and, meanwhile, like, inside you, your immune system is just having absolutely none of this. And actually has set a trap for all the germs that you just inhaled. And so you have, like, tripwires going off in you and everything, but it's okay because you're the dungeon master.
I got the vaccine before we came down.
Oh yeah, I know that ritual. Circle, circle, dot, dot, and then you got your cootie shot. All right, Norelai. Oh, we have another story beat. Okay. And with a 5. Okay. Norelai, you are seeing a lot of tieflings buried here. Maybe that's not a surprise, but there's a good mix of humans and tieflings on Mesomasca. But you are finding just a lot of like way more, like a disproportionate amount of tieflings here. You're also not finding any of the others. You're not finding gnomes or halflings. There's no elves.
Although I don't know if I would know the difference between a human skeleton and an elf skeleton.
Oh, because elves clearly have bones in their ears to make them pointy. So.
Cartilage, not bones.
And we're gonna cycle back now. Mordecai, you haven't cleared the catacombs just yet, but let's find out. Do we do that now? Ooh, the Queen of Clubs. This is an encounter. All right.
And it's a queen.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right. All of you, between yourselves.
Can I make it go away, or is this one I'm stuck with?
Yeah, you can portent it, and I will pull another card.
Yeah, let's make this one go away.
Okay.
After the king of clubs.
So.
Yeah, sure. Are aces high or low?
Aces are high.
Okay.
Oh, there's a story beat. Okay. So, there was a tremendous, like, a scrape pull coming down the down the hallway. And Bright, you had a premonition that something, almost like one of those hands, but it was embigulated. Embiggened. Was coming down the corridor, and you warned Mordecai at the head of the group, like, stop, don't go any further. And you wait for the scraping to pass, and it does. And going not the way of where this scraping sound came, we move into a different area. And these get reshuffled back in. Now, the catacombs, after a while of exploration, turn into a dark, open grotto in the ground. While there's light in this picture, besides maybe some bioluminescent algae, providing not even low light. I mean, just like enough to show the outline of features and whatnot. However, in this deep, dark place where water flows down, in fact, it even smells like salt water is coming down into this place.
Makes sense. We're on the coast.
You encounter, without even me needing to pull a card, a skeleton of a dragon. Now, before I do pull a card, and we'll start with Celine since she's the next one to pull.
Interesting.
Any observations, spells, or things on the side before I continue?
Damn, now I wish I had Speak with Dead.
Can we examine the dragon?
I definitely want to examine it.
All right. The dragon appears dead.
Well, of course. But
About that, I actually have prepared.
Speak with Dead.
Speak with Dead. And it's a non-gulp caustic component, so I can waive it. So.
Is there a time limit on this one?
So long as I haven't used it on the corpse in the last 10 days.
Oh, okay. Sure. You cast your spell on the skeleton.
Does it go off?
It does, indicating it's not undead.
Actually dead.
Oh, good. So I can ask the corpse 5 questions.
Ask its name.
Yeah, and ask if it knows the dragons that we know. You know, Mr. Halver.
Such a good thing I did Draconic. Such a good thing I did Draconic.
I don't know if you'll know Mr. Halver because that might not have been his real name.
Okay, well that's a good
Ask
point.
his name. Ask his name then.
My first question is going to be, what is your name? You're generating a name, aren't you, Maddie?
Well,
You should know never ask a character their name in Maddie's game.
no, it's not so much that. It's I don't think it can understand you.
Even in
Draconic.
Draconic?
Draconic. Because I asked that in
You-
Draconic.
In Draconic? Okay. Alright. I didn't know what you were speaking to it. I'm like, common?
Yeah, no. In Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I learned it off all the ruins and everything left behind in the dragon graveyard.
Yeah,
Is
Celine
the
definitely.
Lord justification for that one.
Yeah, Selena's always known Draconic.
Since session 1.
But be sure to ask it in like old-timey Draconic with lots of these and thous.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know
a-
Draconic, I'm just
okay,
assuming that
okay.
it has those.
What is't thouest Monica?
What are they called?
Russian fall.
Noting that down in the journal.
Can you write that in the chat, ready?
If you know, how did you die?
Betrayal.
Who betrayed you?
Betrayal by whom?
Egg eaters.
Wait, did you hear that? I wasn't able to.
Egg eaters.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So this was a dragon that was killed in the overthrow of the dragons. That's not a big surprise. We've only got 2 questions left. We should use them wisely.
Yes, we should.
What details?
I don't know. Is there
Jesus Christ, Betty.
something that, I mean, how often do you get to talk to a dragon from the ancient times?
You don't think?
Do you think it was here when the meteor crashed?
Yeah, that's
Might
what I
have
was
been.
thinking. But do you know anything about Sho'neuroth?
Yeah, we can't ask an open-ended question like that.
You
Just ask, do
can.
you know Sho'neuroth?
But the,
I've got it. I've got
Okay.
it.
Can you tell us anything about Sho'neuroth?
I could, yeah, that's all I'll tell you.
Were you alive when the star fell from the sky?
Good question.
I know not of a fallen star.
Oh, what was that, Maddie? You cut out a little bit.
I know not of a fallen star.
And not of a fallen star. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you questions about Sho'neuroth.
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably happened after.
After or before? Did we ever
Okay.
really put the timeline together?
I
Whether
think the
that
star
was-
happened after the dragons.
It was Fey vampire time is when it fell.
Okay,
Um,
just making sure.
So, should we ask if he knows anything about Miss Mercury?
no.
No?
Was that the dragon?
Yeah. Yeah. Finally got to open
About
its mouth
asking it
after
about
so
wild
long. and-
magic. Is wild magic tied to the dragons?
No, wild magic comes from the falling star. It's like kryptonite.
No. The wild magic comes from the
It's
planet.
it's the planet's defense system. That's
Yeah.
why it's the only thing that works against.
But I mean, it doesn't, like, it didn't exist before the falling star.
No,
So
it didn't.
if it doesn't know about the falling star, then it won't know about wild magic.
No, that's fair.
Mm.
Not phrased in that manner. It won't.
I got one more question. What do you want to do with it?
We should ask him what color he is.
No, I think I've got a perfect question. Just trying to think of how to phrase it.
What are you trying to ask?
I'm thinking about mentioning something to do with the Fomorians, specifically how they were removed, because they were banished into the Veil by the Fae. And I think I want to make a check to see if this dragon knows anything about how that might have been done. Unless no, that would have been after. Never mind.
Yeah, that was like 2 generations after the dragons. You could ask it what became of the giants of its time, because dragons and giants were at the same time, and we don't really know what happened to the giants.
Oh yeah. I mean, you'd probably just ask like, did the giants die before the dragons did? Because he wouldn't know about after.
Well, he'll tell us that if we ask.
Actually, I think that the best question to ask would be, do the egg eaters go by another name?
Well, egg eaters are humans and tieflings. We know that.
Yeah, we.
Oh,
a
okay.
video.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we. All right, so
Not a
we know
video.
that.
We saw a thing that showed a memory.
Right.
Yeah, we watched his vacation home movies.
They weren't too happy.
Wasn't a very good vacation. You know, if you ever go on vacation and it just rains the whole time, and then someone kills all your children and family.
It's like the trailer for Zombie Island, or yeah, I think that was the name.
Okay. I don't know. I would ask it what became of the giants. You know, or that would be what I would ask. But if you have something better, then go for it.
I'm just trying to think because I don't want to waste the last question.
Better hurry, you only got 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've been here a long time.
I don't have a timer going, but...
What? Yeah, I think that's the best question to ask. What became of the giants of your time?
Betrayed.
They were betrayed.
Yeah, probably by the same humans and tieflings. I guess maybe we could have asked something a little more precise, but...
No, that... Oh. That's a thought that there's a thought that comes to mind.
What's
The Fomorians were specifically banished to the Veil by the Fae.
Right.
That means the giants and the dragons were betrayed at the same time.
Well, yeah, because... I mean, that's when the humans and tieflings rose up.
Yeah, but that means as far as any war between them went, it was specifically instigated by humans and tieflings, most likely under Fey influence.
Maybe.
Right? When
But
you
that's
say
all
stop.
5 questions.
Who has to say it?
You.
You do.
You're the fate spinner.
Oh. Okay, stop.
Oh, you said stop right as my finger. All right, one more time. Although catch me with actually cards in my hand.
Okay, stop.
Okay. Upon, so the catacombs give way through some out of the way places. Maybe even one that opened up because of the earthquake. Because this is not necessarily a naturally built grotto. Maybe at one time it had some some aspects to it, but they've been washed away or otherwise eroded over a very long time.
So
And
does it have actual flowing water in it, or is it?
yes, there is flowing water here.
Can we see
Smells like
the?
sea salt.
Yeah, can we see the entrance and exit of the flowing water?
You can see that it's pouring in through a crevice way up high. Well, yeah, you got light, and you can, and it is flowing over in a direction.
Outside of our light bubbles.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually kind of curious about the water source. Is anybody else curious about that?
Tiny bit.
Well, Oldport was near an ocean. Like near the
But
ocean.
yeah, we
so...
are near the ocean.
Oh yeah. So we can check and see if this is salt water, right? Because if
It
it's
is.
salt water, it's probably coming in from the ocean.
It smells like salt water.
It does.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably tastes like
So-
salt water.
So it's probably salt water.
It is.
Okay.
Hot twisted sugar water.
Just take a big. Well, it's not sugar water, and I'm gonna throw up. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So it probably just comes in from a channel. That means that. I mean, if the ocean water is pouring in through here, then whatever it's going to fill up, and it's going to flood. And that means we're on a clock. If it's really ocean water.
Bright, make a nature check. None of you are proficient in nature, are you?
Let me try.
I'm not proficient in nature, no. I do have +5.
I'm not.
I'll take it. if
I
no
am
one's-
not.
Okay. Yep. Bright, go ahead and make a nature.
22.
Ooh.
Think
You
you're
are
up, Casimir
you are
Wills.
correct. However, this water probably didn't start flowing in from the earthquake because it looks like it has been eroding and making things smooth and giving a little bit of a salt crust to things over time.
Mm-hmm.
So then an answer begets a question, but you're correct in that the water should be going somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good news that we're not on a short clock, but that means we have to find the outflow of this water. It could be going into some kind of other dimension. It could be going like into a Fey dimension because they had the flowing water, or it could be, getting slurped up by Sho'neuroth. I don't know. I don't know where it goes, but it must be going somewhere, and that means the oceans are draining.
Let's avoid fake caves.
Yeah, but it also means the ocean could actually be draining through this. I mean, it would take years and years and years for it to even move the ocean a foot. But if it's going through, Maddie, is it just like a flowing stream, or is this a torrent?
There's you see one, and there you can hear the echoes of several other. This is more like we're not talking Niagara. This is more like you're sliding into One-Eyed Willie's cave in the Goonies. So it'd be like a stream.
But it sounds like there might be other waterfalls somewhere else in.
Yeah, they're echoing in this giant cavern.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking at here.
The tides had changed, so maybe water is going somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we're dealing with,
Sho'neuroth
right?
is destroying the planet.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the water, right? Because all the sea levels are dropping, right? That's our deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are dropping, right? Not rising.
Correct.
I make sure I'm getting this right.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
You are correct.
that would be an embarrassing mistake to make right now. How about that global cooling?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's
Nuclear
actually
winter.
happening.
I mean, that's what happened. That's what's
Nuclear
happening
summer.
in the Shadowhar region.
Yeah.
Is it's freezing over and the water's disappearing out of the ocean. The whole planet is disrupted.
Yeah. And I mean, I thought that maybe the water was freezing and it was just forming glaciers or something. But it could be actually draining away and there will be no water left at all. That would be unfortunate.
It would.
Okay, so we should probably try to find out where the water goes, but we can explore this grotto first.
Yeah. And you might even get an answer along the way. Celine, do you get an answer? Oh my, Celine. That's a joker.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Is it the big or small?
It's a joker. I don't know if there's a difference between them. So I need you to roll a d4, please.
Oh no. Celine, what did you do?
I did. Jack.
No, it's not a jack, it's a joker. I'm not portenting this away. I want to see what it is.
All right.
No.
2.
Now I need you to roll a percentile, please.
Nice.
97. Oh, okay.
97 out of 100.
So you find, tucked away, as you're exploring, like there's some very, there's evidence that there was something here at some point in time. It's not just, it wasn't just a cavern. Maybe they stored things here, or there was, this could have been a place where maybe there were some supplies or something. You're finding some very large, and the wood is almost petrified with salt, some crates and whatnot. And coming tumbling out is a length of rope that has seemingly gone completely unharmed by the ambient salt or humidity, or if there's any little vermin in here. But you have a length of rope that has weathered the ages.
That seems magical.
Yeah, maybe I should identify that.
Okay.
It'll take 11 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I suppose I have to ask then.
Yes.
Is it made of silk? That's an out of character question, by the way.
It is. It is 60 feet long, made of silk, and weighs 3 pounds.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. But go ahead, identify, Brett.
The identify gives you the properties of what we call a rope of climbing.
that could come in handy.
Yeah.
Can come in quite handy. It doesn't seem to be like any kind of like markings on the bracelet I found, is there? Aside from like the general shape of the stones being in like a Ouija sort of shape.
There's some kind of a maker's mark. It's not in a language, so it's some sort of an inventor's stamp, or whoever was the goldsmith that made this left an impression on it.
Oh.
Yeah, Maker's Mark.
But it doesn't seem like it has magical like etchings or runes on it.
No, it's dusty and tarnished, and well, I don't know if platinum tarnishes. At least not if it's not used in
Platinum
exhaust
tarnish.
system. But yeah, it's
No, it could be dirty, but
it's dirty. It
just
does
needs
have
a
some
little
scratches and stuff. Like it's seen some wear.
Yeah.
But just needs a little love.
Platinum is the noblest of metals.
Celine, can I get one more D100 roll from you, please?
By all means. So that's what a Joker is.
Okay. Okay, 27. Noted. So, congratulations on finding a cool item.
Okay.
Bright, you are next. As you continue to explore and you see that, that there's all sorts of cave formations, and you're not really seeing a lot of signs of undead here. You're not. There are other skeletons, and there are some human and some tiefling skeletons too. And you're also finding. I don't know. Let's see what this card might reveal. Oh, actually, this is the Ace of Hearts.
Oh, that's good news.
You found Fairy's body.
Oh.
It looks like she was crushed under some rocks, maybe as she was trying to dash away.
Oh.
And you can see that there is a tunnel beyond this place that leads further and further in. But there is a partially crushed young tiefling girl.
Well, how about that? Okay.
And I'm sorry, there's not a tunnel beyond. I mean, there's a tunnel beyond, but not like we're moving to the next section beyond. But you can see the direction from which she came. There is still more exploration that would be needed, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm just trying to decide what to do. I mean, everyone, I think we have to bury the body. I mean, granted, we're in a cave, so it's kind of already buried, but I mean, bury it more. And
like actually put stones to create a grave.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm not the cleric, but Celine, is there any way, any kind of ritual or something you could perform on this body to help her ghost move on?
Well, what do you know? It just so happens that I happen to have the perfect thing for that.
As do I.
Although, I need some powdered silver.
Or holy water? For ceremony?
Yeah.
Ceremony, I have holy water on me. Oh no, that does take powdered silver. Do I have powdered silver?
Pretty sure you do. Because there are other spells that require powdered silver. And powdered silver literally makes holy water, so... Because that's actually how you make holy water, is you take 25 GP of powdered silver, pour it into a vial of water, incant it, and it's holy water.
Yeah. Does that work on salt water?
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, because, like, if you were to, like, throw holy salt water at a vampire, would it be like, oh man, I'm dissolving and I'm sticky?
I don't have spare silver.
With the holy water work for this, Maddie? Given how holy water is made?
For what?
The
what's
ceremony.
Your intention? Oh, ceremony?
Ceremony.
Between between a death and a grave cleric, you could probably do something like if you leave the equivalent in like silver coins on her body, sort of like over the eyes and whatnot, in various spiritual vital points.
25 gold pieces worth of silver.
Silver, yeah.
So,
yeah, we can do that.
Should I tell her that we found her body? Do you think she's...
I'm fairly certain she would know where it is.
Well, I know, but
she didn't
just
want to leave.
It just seems like it would...
She didn't actually know where it is.
Yeah, it just seems like it would be a nice thing to do, to tell her that we might be able to send her on, or maybe just that she should say goodbye to her sister, or
That's what we intended to do the other night.
yeah, and then she ran off. It would have been nice if she hadn't run off.
I didn't want to stay. She didn't want you guys to send her away from her sister.
But she's taken over her sister. She's not allowing her sister to live her life.
They're sharing.
They're not sharing.
That's
I'm
not
sure
how
she
that-
wouldn't.
That's not
I'm
how
sure
that
she
works,
wouldn't
no.
stay there if her sister didn't want her, but her sister doesn't have anyone else.
See, that's the sort of thing that I think we should tell her, because I mean, they're gonna need to prepare.
It's the same kind of escape as drugs. You're
It
trying
kind
to
of
not
is.
be yourself. When you're not living as yourself, you're attempting to be something else. And you're not truly living. You're not living
Not
your
the
life.
same.
It is the same. What if Fairy spends 10 years in her sister's body? Like I did at the circus. I spent 10 years
At
running
least they
away.
would have each other.
That's not the same. It's not the same, and you know it.
Why do you get to have Celine, but she can't have her sister?
Oh, you wish to make that comparison, do you, Norelai?
Yeah, I do.
You see, the answer is very simple. A, my spirit isn't possessing someone that's alive, for one. And two, I swore an oath to devote myself to this service. In service of my mistress. They have no such thing. Not to mention, you know, me staying does have a price. But that's one that doesn't preclude Mordecai from being his own person. So,
Corinna died.
I mean, to be
And-
fair, I would like my bones back, but they're far away.
Yes. And while it is very weird, it's very much Celine is her own person. Corinna doesn't exist anymore.
Well, not true. She exists. She's just on the other side.
Well, she's not here.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Fairy still exists here, and her sister still exists here. It's not fair. Callie needs to live her own life.
By
She
yourself?
No. She won't be by herself.
Yes, she will. Who's there for her? Both her brother and sister died on the same day.
What would you do?
I
What
wouldn't
can
send
we
her
do?
sister. Well, I wouldn't send her sister away.
Look, for the first part of her life, after that, yes, she's going to be alone. And it's going to be difficult. And trust me when I say that I do sympathize with the poor girl.
Don't sound like it.
Because you don't know what sympathy actually is, Norlai. We have an order to upkeep. Truth is, this world sucks. Hard things happen.
And you can't run away.
Death happens. Because, and I mean, you don't get to use me as a thing here, because technically, I'm not alive in the same sense that you are.
I lost Corinna. And it took me 10 years to really feel okay with that fact. Because I couldn't accept it.
I've lost people too.
Sorry, what?
I've lost people too. And I know exactly how Kelly's feeling right now.
Yes, but just because you've lost people doesn't mean you get to pervert the natural order of things. Keep them around. That's selfish in multiple fashions, especially to the one who needs to move on. Celine is still speaking, but she's actually going to be going and helping Bright with funeral preparations.
Okay.
Yeah. It might take a minute to do the funeral preparations. 'Cause there's no dirt here, apparently.
They're canistones.
Yeah, I don't think we should throw her into the water. That doesn't
Barrier
seem
and
right.
stone.
But I mean, I can always use a fabricate to dig a hole. You know, turn some rocks into. I mean, I don't have stoneworking proficiency, so it has to be something simple. But I could dig a hole and convert it into like square bricks. It's probably the best I could do, and then we could bury her in that if we wanted to. But other than that, I mean, we could always prop her up on the dragon. It'd look cool. But I'm not sure if there's a funeral ritual for that. But
Well, I was playing around with something in the dragon graveyard.
I don't think
might
Rex
have a
would like
ritual.
that.
yeah, so
I don't think
I
Barry
mean,
would.
yeah, poor little tiefling girl on top of someone who's been betrayed.
so the question is really, what should we tell to Fairy or to sorry, I forgot her name.
Callie,
Callie, yeah, thanks. To Fairy or to Callie.
that we found her body, we'd be honest. And tell her where it's buried. And maybe that'll be enough. If there's other things that Fairy needs to move on, then of course that's kind of why we're here.
Sally, right.
Sally, Callie, all of it, kind of.
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah. Sally being alone is not ideal.
Yeah. I think we should.
But what can we do about that, Norlai? What do you want us to do about that?
Yeah. Norlai's right that we can't just leave Sally alone. But I'm not sure Fairy is the person that she needs to be with. She needs to be with
honestly, someone who's going to love her
Yeah.
and give her what she needs, like a home and food and clothing and things that adults provide to children.
The ability to cope.
Because it's going to be tough.
Not a lot of people willing to take it. There's not a lot of people willing to take in tiefling kids, honestly.
That was true, and that was true where you lived.
There's probably a lot more orphans right now than usual. There might have been a lot of kids, playing around outside, where their parents were at work or at home, and when the undead attacked, or if there was an earthquake, for example. Some of
The orphanage here,
kids could have survived when the parents didn't.
and the orphanage here probably could use some funds. And we have money to make that happen.
That's true.
That's what you want.
That's true.
We can't take care of them, but we can provide something.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should find an orphanage and make a donation so that Sully's taken care of.
That's my thought anyway.
That's a really good idea.
And if there isn't one, then somebody's bound to start one. Maybe at one of the other temples.
We could even pay to have one started if there isn't one. We have enough money now.
I mean, I'm sure this bracelet's worth a lot.
Yeah, it's probably enough. Enough to start a minimum security orphanarium.
Free range orphans. No cages, no fences.
Free range orphans.
Grass fed.
Delicious.
That way,
Oh,
Sally's
hormones are anti.
This way, Sally's not alone. We're
Maybe.
adventurers. We can't take care of her, nor I.
Yeah, it would be just like Tibba. We just get her killed. But that doesn't mean we can't find a safe place for her.
So just as a very quick question to you, Maddie, I never saw Tibber in the line, did I?
No.
Well,
I mean,
tell you what
there was a lot of people in line, but you don't ever recall seeing Tibba.
Yeah, but
She was only there for a short period of time.
and there was a significant gap in
2
time.
years.
Yeah.
Significant gap in time between when you were there and the last time we saw Tibba.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, the Fae is... I mean, we know out of character in the side quest, the Fae is still looking for Tibba.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah, somewhere else out there.
So,
The sounds of a tanking against the skull of a poor human.
Somewhere there's a red skull flirting with the nearest guy.
Yep. All right. So, are you putting Fairy's body in a stone cairn and consecrating it?
Kind of stone grave, yeah, and consecrating
somewhere
it with ceremony.
There's a barbarian who talks like Reinhardt crossed with Casimir.
Mordecai, party accountant, deduct 25 gold from your funds as you
Already have.
Okay. All right.
Already have.
There's her body then, interred in stone in this other dragon graveyard? Question mark.
I'll use the fabricate so we can do the whole thing with the quality grave. She deserves that much.
All right. So yeah, she's not buried under stones.
When you send
I
for
mean-
them, just
And she
Just-
is just
Well,
better stones.
right. When you send for Callie and Fairy, just let them know we're gonna take care of her.
Yeah, of course. Alright, I'm gonna actually write this out in advance so that I don't run out of 25 words.
okay.
But it'll be something like,
While you do that, can I reveal to Norlai what she has coming
Yeah.
her way?
yeah,
Alright.
of course, do the whole thing. I'll type and figure it out.
Uh-oh, that's a 10 of clubs. Norlai, something has been disturbed down here. Unless Bright, while Bright
we-
is
We
contemplating 25
encountered this
words.
after the funeral.
You are, don't worry. But it's still gonna happen, unless it doesn't. But that's up to
Yeah.
Bright.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and deduct my level 3 spell slot for the sending for
Okay.
this, and then we can resolve this, and then I'll cast the sending for free later. We'll just rewind time. Right? Okay.
Oh, you're using a portent?
No.
No portents. I just want to say we'll actually do the sending first in game time, and
Oh,
then resolve
okay.
No,
Yeah.
Narlai's
that's
thing
fine.
later. But
That's
we'll
fine.
resolve them the other order in real world time.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to use a portent on a ten of clubs?
Well, it's the same. We already rolled a 10. I don't know, was that a queen? That was a queen.
That's a
right?
queen.
It was a queen.
Yeah, I'm okay with letting the 10 slide.
Okay.
Portents are very valuable.
All right.
They
You
are.
do not have the Earth Elemental with you. You do have the Nightmare. So between the 4.5 of you and your spell slots, you need to mitigate 100 points of damage.
Whoa.
Okay, let's see.
Holy hell.
So
How much
well, we-
mitigation per spell slot?
Well, we also had the maximum hit points. That was 14 when I rolled the Hero's
I-
Feast.
I can embiggen for free, so I could do that on someone.
it's
well,
it's 10 points per tier.
yeah, 10 points per spell slot level. So why don't we split it first and then spend slots?
Let's split it first. So it's 20 each, 100 hit points? Or
It's
is it?
it's 20
That
each
would
if you
only
want to
cover
include the
80.
horse for the Nightmare.
Yes, include that.
Yeah. If we want to include the nightmare, it'd be 20 each.
Okay.
Did the nightmare partake of the hero's hay?
No.
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 Okay.
And I'll use a level 1 spell slot to deduct it by 10. My 1 by 10, so I'll take 10 damage, which means I'm still 4 HP above my maximum.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much do we all have to attend to?
20.
20.
20. But we had 14 from Hero's Feast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that just
14
leaves
max.
6.
Yep.
Alright,
'Cause
I'll just
it
eat
counts
that.
as max-
That's not bad.
It counts as maximum hit points. It doesn't count as temporary.
Actually, yeah, no, I'll
oh.
just take it too.
Yeah. How much would enlarge reduce on the nightmare mitigate?
What?
How much would embiggening the nightmare mitigate? Is that another 10?
I don't
And large
know.
reduces a second level spell. So
It'd be 20.
Oh, all right. If you burn one of your second levels to, yeah, because you would
Well-
have to protect your.
yeah, you'd have
It's
to,
not,
you'd have to burn it.
it's not burning a spell though, because it's free from my
The
magic
staff.
item.
From the
Mm,
staff.
I'm gonna have to say this has to be a spell slot to burn.
I'm burning a second level.
Yeah, I'll burn it first and take 10 actually. That's the best idea.
Well, I have to burn double then.
I mean, other people could soak up other hit points if you want to redistribute it, but it is your horse to talk about or to step up for.
Okay, so
So we
I'll,
can do it at 25 each if you want. Between the 4 player characters.
no, it's fine. units of 10 is easier to divide. I'll burn a level 4, and that'll be 40 points of damage mitigated, and then me and Nightmare don't take
There you
damage.
go. All damage mitigated.
Same with me, because I burnt a second level spell slot.
Okay. Are you all
Right.
resolved?
Yeah, I just took this in the face. Why is everyone else using spell slots?
The wizard's life,
I'm gonna use the
apparently.
first level.
Because we're squishy.
Well,
I'm the squishiest.
I know, right?
How much health do you have, right?
I have 86.
My spirit has the least amount of health.
Okay.
So yes, there were there was a skirmish. There were some undead that might have followed in from the catacombs, swarmed in, but you all were able to take care of it pretty efficiently. We come back around to Mordecai.
mm.
Mordecai, you are finding some little sparklies here.
Oh.
This is going to be again up to you if you want to. If you want to take it, you're going to find some coins, and these are going to be some very old coins.
Ooh.
In fact, these are early Shadowhar. At least you know them as Shadowhar minted coins right now. And there's going to be. 1 second, I got to scroll back up here from the Joker. Not that one, not that one. Okay. I need you to roll a percentile.
All right. 43.
43. I need you to roll 2d6 now.
Mm-hmm. Alright. 2d6.
All right. You have you found a worn. You're gonna have to find a way to carry this, especially because it'll probably be heavy. But there is a rather large, decrepit leather sack that is filled with Shadowhar gold coins.
About how much does it weigh?
About 600 coins worth. I think that's what is it? 10 coins to a pound because it's gold.
50.
It's 50 to a pound.
50 to a pound.
Okay.
So that would be 3 pounds?
Well, because
3
it's
pounds of gold?
How much gold was it?
it was 600.
Is it
600
gold.
pieces.
600 gold coins
Yes.
that are old, obviously. And if it's 50 to a pound, then that's
So it'd be 12 pounds.
12, yeah.
12. Okay, yeah, 12 pounds. That's not bad. That's carry.
Unfortunately, a mage cannot hold it.
No. Do you wish to abscond with this treasure or leave it be?
Unless you have the really big mage hand.
I take it. Yeah,
Alright.
I'll take it.
You need to pay for an orphanage.
Yep.
Celine, King of Spades. This is a
Alright.
trap.
Hang on.
Oh.
So here's what I'd like to say. And I'm gonna send this
sure.
to Sally. We're going to try to send Fairy Spirit along, so you should say goodbye. We'll make sure you're safe afterward. Tell her goodbye for us. That's 25 words, exactly.
Ooh, all right. It's not a haiku, but I'm not judging.
No, it's not intended to be a haiku.
I just keep raising the bar incrementally, and
I wonder if limericks have better odds of getting through the Sho'neuroth fail. There
Songs
once
don't
was a
seem to do
corpse in a
much.
grotto. I don't know, I didn't write a lyric. So anyway, that's my sending.
Okay. We have a. So that goes off, and of course, like we reworked it, so that happened, and then the ceremony occurred. After that, it would seem that Celine has triggered a trap. Now, Celine, I need you to roll some even-sided die of your choice. Evens, it's a poison. Odds, it's a disease. Y'all are hitting my con traps here. It's a
disease trap.
Another disease.
Okay, I need you to roll a con 16, please.
Okay.
That is
Ooh.
absolutely not. Okay.
What does diseased mechanically do?
It depends on the disease, but I would like to point something out very quickly.
Yes.
I'm going to spend a second level spell slot,
Hmm.
and I'm going to cast the spell No, better known as Lesser Restoration.
Sure. Okay.
Because,
some kind of a
No.
some kind of
That
a
doesn't
coughing
cure
fit.
disease.
Yeah, it does. You touch a creature can end either
End
one
a
disease
disease.
or one condition of what
Oh.
it
Yeah.
is.
Fair. Okay. Yep. I hadn't read the top line. I'm a doofus.
Your body is racked with just a flash of pain and then a coughing fit, and you do end up giving yourself a lesser resto. You do feel yourself, though, kind of drained. Like you're feeling nothing mechanical right now, but this is just that the flame has gone out a little bit.
The after sickness exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Bright, as you continue to wander about exploring, the King of Clubs. Oh, y'all are hitting the big stuff here.
That's
this is
another combat.
yeah.
Okay. The only question is, which portent do I use? Alright. I'm gonna portent that away.
Okay. So instead of fighting a reanimated dragon skeleton, instead, oh, you get a story beat.
Yeah, that's way better.
You go from
What was
probably one of the
better?
most severe beatdowns to, oh, this is a cool little fact.
Yeah, okay. What was the level of heart that it was?
2.
2. Okay, that's just a little.
Laws of Gods and Men, thank you very much for the re-up, and welcome to you. Bright, it was discussed before that there were a bunch of like ovals and circles in the catacombs. Here, on some of the rocks and on some of the other things, you're finding a lot of triangles in the imagery of this place.
I mean, we're in what appears to be a natural cave, so what is the... Like, where are they? Like, what are they on?
These would be located next to, like, now that you're taking a closer look, you've noticed them. These would be next to some of the skeletons. These would also be located in maybe what were once buildings, but have since eroded.
Okay.
So they're appearing almost like markers of some variety, but they're pretty consistent, and you're not seeing any ovals or circles.
Interesting.
All right,
Very
Norline.
Interesting.
And unless there's any further interaction with this tidbit that you are looking for.
No, I don't need to.
I did want to know if Sully sent a reply.
Yeah, I would like to know that as well.
No.
Does it feel like she just didn't reply, or does it feel like we didn't get through to her?
Your spell went off. You just have not gotten a reply.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hey, big story beat here. 10 of hearts. Norlight, it looks like, because you are seeing, you're exploring a little bit more, and you've seen some areas where there have been battles fought here a long time ago, and you're seeing different skeletons that would be humanoid. battling against, and by that I mean like just human. You're not finding tieflings. But they're battling against other humanoid skeletons where they have fallen, and there's some old, like, when I say weapons, like if you touch it, it'll probably just turn to dust. But it looks like a sword has been put through the lungs of someone. An old hammer has fallen, the wielder on top of the skeleton who crushed the leg of the victim. You're finding that there were some battles that were fought here as well, and there were. Make a let's see. This is a 10. There's a chance of something interesting too. Make a medicine check for an extra little bonus.
You said the battles were between humans and like non-human humanoids, or just humans and humans? Or just
mostly humans and humans, but there might be some slight differences. It looks like maybe someone was a tiefling, but I don't know. Like, you've never seen a horn pattern that distinct. Or
I don't know.
Really interesting patterns.
oh,
I have some pretty distinct horns.
I'm getting there. Or I was gonna say, or have you? Now that you look at it, the humans, or the humanoids with maybe tieflingish features, those are more fiendish than tiefling per se, because there are more distinct claws. There's still tails, there's horns that you don't really see too often among the tieflings. I mean, there's obviously rarer sets and everyone has their own thing, but we're talking more fiendish remains.
Like maybe the horns are larger? Question mark.
In whatever cultural context where a tiefling, tieflings who have horns can identify, maybe lineages, or those are from the eastern families of tieflings or something along those lines. These stand out as being different, but with you all having been to Oiho, this is much more reminiscent of the patterns and the shapes of fiends. Now, their bodies aren't necessarily super twisted, but their fingers are ending in claws. Their teeth are longer and sharper. There are some features of them that just are more like feral or attacky looking.
So early tieflings. Like descendants, like direct descendants of the combination of fiends and humans.
Could be. And you also find yourself moving on. As you leave the grotto, you actually now return.
Hang on.
Oh.
I don't want to leave the grotto yet.
Okay.
I didn't realize we were leaving the grotto. I want to cast an arcane eye.
Okay.
And I want to use the arcane eye to follow the exit of the water.
Oh, sure.
To see like where it goes to.
Okay, sure. So you...
And it can't actually go through the water, but it can go through any tiny little cracks and spaces that might be around the water.
You cast it, and you can follow the water until it disappears into just such a place. Like, it cannot follow because it disappears into some sort of a hole or a crack within more stones, and it continues to flow more under the stone in the earth.
Did it appear to be flowing like mostly straight down, or was it going like to a place?
It was still rushing, so it wasn't like battling up or anything. It was still a good...
Yeah, but I mean, did it have a particular direction that it tended to flow in, or was it just going down deep into the bowels of the earth?
As the eye couldn't have gone in the water, it just went in. It was just continuing in the direction, just like through a crack in the rocks.
Okay. So are you saying I wasn't really able to follow the water out of the cavern?
Correct, because it flows out of the cavern, but like further underground into maybe more passages underneath or some
Okay.
other space.
Okay.
But it is continuing to rush. It's not slowing down when it reaches that area or backing up.
Okay. That's good to know.
Make it. Also, I need you to make a perception as you're looking through the eye for one more thing.
I can do that.
Ooh, look at that green number.
Ooh,
Green
it's
number.
green.
You have noticed no fish, no seaweed, no barnacles, no shellfish, no shrimp, nothing. It's saltwater, but
It's
nothing
empty saltwater.
nothing living is in this saltwater.
Okay. That means that I want to, before we leave, sorry, just take a little cup of it, and I'm going to want to identify the water in the cup.
Okay. It's saltwater.
So no odd properties. It's just
Nope.
regular old water.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
There's some sort of
Regular.
filter.
Regular old ocean water.
Yeah, filter or a mundane poison or something.
Now, the Joker's being removed from the deck, but these ones are... There's still one in here. These are being shuffled again as you come into a place that is now built. It is manufactured. It's not... There's no natural stonework here. And it is, even to an extent, lit like what you see with these candles, though the candles do not burn down. There's no evidence of melted wax. But they seem to be
Continual
holding a
flame
flame.
candles, kind of thing.
And as a freebie to you all, while on a smaller scale, this style is reminding you of when you were in the tower in Oiho. Like the architecture, the design of it. However, this one wasn't made for giants or dragons. It's still grand, but it's not of that same scale, but it is of the same design.
It's more of a medium creature accommodation.
Mm-hmm. The nightmare can still fit down here, but yeah, we're not talking huges, gargantuans, etc.
Yeah.
All right, Mordecai. Ooh, you are finding all the treasure, my friend. That is a
Hey.
queen of diamonds. As you're going through here, wow, that is Bright. Real quick, you want to use a portent?
No.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna draw again and see if we can get a monster.
I need you to roll a percentile, please.
Okay. Percentile. 99.
Huh. That's interesting.
That is interesting. All right, roll another percentile, please.
All right. 32.
Okay. You... Well, I actually got to see this to try and conceive a story about where it is or how you found it. What is this?
What even is that?
That does not... Okay, that would not exist in the setting. It is a rod of security, and I don't have extra-dimensional paradises for you to teleport to and have drinks on the beach, like in our opening screen. Go ahead and re-roll a percentile, please.
Reroll to 32. That's 38.
We bump up to a 38. Okay, let's see what this is instead.
Couldn't Reslaver
Oh,
the Rod of
hey!
Security be like a Marvelous Mansion or something?
Mordecai. All right, this is going to be a lot easier. to work into a story. There has been a fight here as well, and you're seeing more. You're seeing more in different bodies, based on the ones you saw before that were in a more advanced state of decay. These ones are in a better environment, and you are finding actually dwarf skeletons down here as well. Halflings, dwarves, and humans are fighting against more of these very fiendish-looking skeletons. These like savage tieflings. This is in an out-of-the-way place, like maybe in a little alcove here. And the dwarf is holding a shield that seems to have collected no dust and bears no marks of battle on it.
Oh.
And it does bear... can you speak Dwarven at all?
No.
Okay. It's Dwarvish of some variety, if the stylization of the runes make any sense. But there's a shield there. Oh.
I can read it.
Yeah, this seems magical. Let's identify it.
No, I mean I can read the inscription.
Oh, that too.
Oh, that's right. As a divination wizard, it reads, "For those who've walked before."
Huh. All right. I don't know what that means.
Do you want to identify it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a shield +3.
Hi.
Oh, a +3 shield.
Shit.
Yep.
We just broke combat.
All right. Well. Celine.
Yes.
This is nifty. This shields is very durable. Since both of us can use shields now, because I've been practicing. Do you want this?
Whatever helps, and I'll hand the regular shield back to Mordecai and take the... This is a +3 shield?
It is a
it's
plus
a +3 dwarven shield.
Damn.
You don't see those down here too much. In fact, you might have the
Hell
only
yeah.
one.
Hell yeah,
So-
I'll take that.
So the real question is, how did the guy who had this shield die?
He got backstabbed.
Betrayal.
Yes, that's back.
Someone made him make a wisdom save?
I mean, magic is always an option.
Does this
Yeah, his
particular
head
dwarf
exploded.
have armor? Even mundane?
Not that would fit me.
Yeah, the armor wouldn't fit Celine.
Yeah, it'd be all rusty and grotty anyway. It's not magic.
Yeah.
Not even half the plate could be usable.
Half plate, so quarter plate.
Look, she has a +3 shield. She has
She has made
Mage
armor on right
armor.
now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be better than mage armor anyway.
Celine, let's see what beholds you here. Oh, story beat.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
wearing rusty armor gives you disadvantage on stealth checks.
Yep. That's plate anyway.
It's
Get
true.
caught wearing.
Similar to the tower, you are finding, especially in some of these out-of-the-way alcoves, you are finding different names. And you are noticing a pattern where there's the circles, the ovals with the circles. You're noticing in other alcoves there are names next to triangles. And in here you're also seeing symbolism of rectangles. And I shouldn't say do any of you read, because Bright can read anything here.
Yeah.
The conventions are showing that the the language is giant next to the rectangles. And based on your knowledge of in the party, and even being able to decipher it, the triangles are draconic, and the ovals and circles are they be older names from humanoids, but you're getting dwarven names and human names and even quaint halfling names that gnomes obviously improved upon when they came around.
Of course.
But
So the triangles are dwarves, did you say?
No, dragons.
Dragons! Right, that would make more sense. And then the rectangles are giants?
Yes.
Okay.
There is no sign of elven names or gnomish names.
Well, we probably hadn't evolved yet.
That's a lowercase t pose on halflings from the gnome. All right, moving on. We come back. We come over to Bright with a story.
I mean, halflings and gnomes would have to T-pose in lowercase.
Medium creatures T-pose in uppercase.
Yeah.
You are seeing some of the next to the names. There would be like the oval with the circle on top that would indicate, I guess, halfling, human, or dwarf. And you're seeing some of them have little rectangles on their head, and others have triangles on their head.
Okay.
Giant-born and dragon-born?
No, I think that's probably who killed them.
Hmm.
And Norlai, we continue down this mostly empty, apparently, area. 7 of clubs. I said mostly empty.
I keep getting fights.
It's fine.
Yeah, but it's not a very big fight. I won't use a portent on it. If it was the ace, I probably would.
Okay, so I need between you all to split up 60 points of damage as some reanimated skeletons of dwarves are trundling through here and encounter you all. And you
It's
have to
12 each.
12 each?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
with
I'll
the,
take that hit and burn a first level spell for Salty.
Okay, well there's still also 2 floating then, because that would be.
Yeah.
Are you taking the extra 2 then? Like.
I'll take the extra 2.
Okay. I was just gonna have Salty take it.
I want to use a level 2 spell slot on this, and 12 isn't enough for that. So somebody else can save 8 hit points.
Anyone want to?
I'll take that.
You'll give damage to Bright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's burning 20
Yeah.
points with a level 2,
Yeah.
so.
Intra-party fighting.
I don't think that's what
Bright
that
got caught
represents.
in an AOE or something, and
That's
were you
Gnarli's lightning bolt. 4
Yeah.
party members, 1 enemy.
yeah, there we go.
Right, how are you looking on hit
Take
points? by the way?
half.
I'm fine. I have 86 out of 92.
Okay.
I'm good. We haven't. I mean, I portented away 2 monsters, and then you know it's fine.
Okay.
We're doing okay.
Let's loop back around. This is Mordecai, so obviously we're gonna get a treasure. Oh no! A trap goes off. The Jack of Traps.
Whoop. Womp womp.
Jack of traps.
The Jack of Trades gets the Jack of Traps.
All right.
I used to be the jack of all trades. I'm not anymore.
Is this being portented, or am I going to call a save for Mordecai?
Yeah, no, I haven't really been portenting traps.
Okay. Mordecai, I need you to make a Dex 17.
Wolf. Dex saving throw. Alright. Hey,
Hey,
look out.
nice.
I'm an
Okay.
acrobat, y'all. I'm slippy.
As you're walking past, a very expertly crafted and melded into the wall, not dwarves, am I right? A spear trap goes off, and Mordecai, like as you're walking, just man, that your old life as a bard just kicks in for a moment, and you just sort of almost go like yoga pose, like in between the spears as you like curve your back and like, and then you shimmy out from between them, and then resume your normal form, and the spears silently retract and reset.
Okay.
All right. You found treasure? You found some nicely made spears, but they're just back in the wall now. Cypher, or
But
not Cypher.
I did find a nice shield.
You did. Oh, jeez. When you rolled that, I'm like, ooh, all right. Well, what are the odds? But I knew what I was getting into. Ooh, wow, King of Diamonds, Celine.
The shield I put in Celine's token is the shield she found.
Okay. I need
No,
you to roll a
no, never mind.
percentile, please.
Percentile, I can do that.
Big money.
88.
Why you guys have got to roll high on this one? Okay.
Because we're level 15 party.
I need you to roll a percentile again.
Alright. There's the second one. 96.
Hey.
Even higher.
All right. Well, you find on another fallen dwarf here, something that hasn't sort of faded, rotted away, or been concealed in a wall here. You find that he is wearing some very nice studded leather armor that has survived aging and drying out and dust and spiders and whatever else happens down here.
Okay. Am I able to wear it?
Yeah, it's magical. It can resize.
Then I'm putting it on.
Like, when you put it on, it almost feels like you're wearing a barrel with suspenders at first, and then it kind of forms to you.
It's a little lighter than what I'm used to, but it's the mage armor ends. But now I have permanent mage armor and shield.
What's your AC
So,
now?
21.
Damn, better than mine. But I have
I
my
want,
Alright.
shield, so there's that.
I want my magical half plate. Damn it. Well, I mean, I can't do what Cypher was doing.
Bright, do you want to do any? I mean, Celine just jumped into this stuff, so hopefully she's not
Yeah,
cursed.
no.
But
No, I'm sure it's not cursed. What kind of armor is it?
studded leather.
It's studded.
Is there anything like? Do you want me to identify it? Do you need me to identify it, or do you already know what it is?
Not dusty, studded leather armor. That's the description.
Yeah. Alright, Celine, why don't you hold still for 11 minutes, or, hey, I got an idea. Snuggle Peggy Sue for 11 minutes while I cast Identify on your armor.
Sure.
Alright, you have a bird just hopping around on you.
Kind of sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah, pecking here and there.
Big fat bird.
She's not pecking, she's just snuggling. She's all fluffy.
She's a big fluffy bird.
She's very round.
At the end of this, I mean, if it's cursed, you still won't know, but, so it could be cursed, but it's also +1 studded leather armor.
Oh. So it's not really any better than the mage armor.
Mage armor won't stop bird poop from getting on her clothes.
How do you know that?
She's currently wearing
I just
a
saw your
burial-
bird do it!
She's wearing a dress and a burial shawl. With studded leather on top.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe the professor can wear this, assuming he's not dead. Does he wear light armor?
He wears medium.
He
Oh.
went medium as well.
Yeah, this is probably... I mean, it's great that we've got it, but I don't think we have a use for it.
We can sell it later.
At least, well, I mean, if the mage armor
It works
wears
for
out...
now. Yeah,
it's better than nothing, I suppose.
It's better than.
Okay.
Don't have to really remove it.
Okay, what else,
Bright finds.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh my... I thought I shuffled these. What the heck? Alright, this is the Ace of Diamonds.
Video? The Ace of Diamonds?
Alright, I need you to roll percentile 2 then. Y'all are finding all my ancient hidden treasures or something. Gosh.
I mean, you're the one who put him in this.
I did, but I mean... I didn't expect you to get all of them. 50. Alright, what is 50? This is probably something super gross. Hang on.
I mean, on Ace, it better be pretty good.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a choice. Bright. Actually, even more, this is a free portent. Do you find yourself stumbling across a valuable treasure pile filled with glittering gold coins, and maybe even other coins? Or do you find yourself finding some crummy old dumb magic item?
Mordecai, how much money do we have?
The equivalent of 280 platinum and 221 gold. Plus the items that I found earlier, too. The old coins probably are worth more than their weight in gold.
Yeah,
And-
those have archaeological
bracelet.
value. Yeah, the bracelet's probably just kind of medium. So the choice, a big pile of treasure or a dumb old magic item?
But I also have additional art pieces still in my inventory that we haven't sold yet.
We haven't sold.
So
It's
that was what? That was the Ace
200
of Diamonds?
Yeah, so are these platinum pieces that we have, are those 10 gold each or 100?
10.
10.
Yeah.
So we only have 2,000 gold. There's so many cool magic items out there, but I'm gonna take the treasure pile.
Okay. So for a moment, 2 realities form in front of you, and you choose door number 1 instead of door number 2. Door number 2 vanishes as if it never existed, and no one else can confirm that it ever did except you to yourself.
Yeah. I
And-
hope there's not a zonk. Oh, that would be a real bummer.
Now I need you to roll 3d6.
3, 5, 3. For a total of
Okay.
11.
Alright. Alright, this might encumber you, Mordecai, as there is a chest that is containing 11,000 gold. Ancient gold.
Okay. Yeah, I think I made the right choice.
We could have Selfie carry some.
Yeah, we might have to.
Yeah, because that bumps me from like 100 pounds of gear to 335.
Yeah, that's probably too much for you to carry. Certainly
Yeah.
too much for me to carry, even though gnomes have the proportionate strength of ants. I think, yeah, we should.
We need a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Well, about that.
That's okay.
We got a horse.
Yeah, we'll strap it up on the horse.
Okay.
If only the professor was here, he could levitate. I mean, I can levitate too, but I don't get it free, so I don't think I can levitate quite that much.
I mean, levitating like tons of gold. You've never done that before. And now let's move on to Norelai.
No, I've definitely
Ooh.
never done that before.
Big story beat. Norelai, do you have a question about things right now?
Not in particular.
Okay. Then, you start seeing now, as you continue further and further down this hall, very large depictions of maybe daily life that occurred. However, the depictions are kept rather simple, easy to engrave, and even to understand. And you're getting a better look at what life was like in this time. And you can, in fact, identify, beyond just that ovals and circles are the basic humanoid types of humans, dwarves, and halflings, as some of these shapes grow more specified. It seems that humans are just a circle on top of an oval. Dwarves are kind of a craggy rock on top of an oval. And halflings are a little like a carrot or a vegetable on top of an oval. And you see depictions of daily life where they're going about doing the things that they seem to just do. The circle people, kind of even in all regards, are, you know, in most of the pictures, they're helping in the farm fields and they're doing a lot of labor and whatnot. But you see the dwarves as well doing a lot of mining, a lot of smithing, a lot of the things that you've heard tale, because dwarves just they don't live in Mesotopia. And you also see the halflings mainly tending to farms and doing a lot of kind of little out of the way stuff. And always they're under the protection, guidance, command of triangles or rectangles. And you even see that there's depictions a little bit further where a rectangle would have a little rectangle head and a rectangle nose, almost looking like a Minecraft villager. Or a dragon would get so far detailed as being a triangle with like 2 triangles that come down in like a long little snoot, and then like 2 little triangle horns coming up, and 2 little triangles coming out of its back for wings.
It's pretty cute.
And so you're getting a consistency in the symbolism. But you're also seeing a lot of scenes where, yeah, it's daily life, but you're also getting, like, you're seeing dragons eating circles and of different types. You're seeing giants almost just like commanding vast swaths of circles. And especially to an empathetic young woman like yourself, there's almost even though the drawings are simple, there's still just a despair, like just something. This isn't right. Like, these are people working, but the more and more you see going further down, these are people that are toiling. These are people being eaten. These are people who are being made like livestock, just bred to serve or to be eaten, or both. And in fact, before you move on to the next area, you see, in fact, that from this basic template, this oval with a circle atop, these halflings and these dwarves, through the symbolism of these little squiggly lightning bolts coming from the dragons, and these little like wavy woo-woo, almost like little classic ray gun motions from the giants, it actually seems like the halflings and the dwarves were made from humans. And then if you reverse the timeline, it then goes on that these more specified peoples were created to do things, more specific things. And from there, you leave. And at the end of this manufactured hallway is a long, narrow gate, one through which any of you can pass, though no dragon or giant without magical means would have the ability to do so. An old skull, like old Ouija-ass style, is atop the gate.
This is probably the power source. I don't know.
probably where the cultists lodged themselves up.
So, funny story.
Mhm.
I don't have detect magic prepared.
I do.
It might be a good time to fire it off.
Fire it off. Do we want to spend the 10 minutes for a ritual?
Well, if we want to spend the 10 minutes, then I could have just done it.
Oh, well, I have it prepared, yes. So if you want me to just pop it off, I can pop it off.
I mean, I think it's worth the investment right now. We don't know if this thing is going to start spitting out zombies or what.
Right. Spell slot it is. For detect magic.
Illusion.
Illusion.
Yeah. Illusion.
Where?
In the darkness.
Oh!
The rest of it doesn't come off as magical, just the darkness in the middle.
Correct.
I'm attacking the darkness.
You can.
So I brought a dispel. See, I did plan ahead. I just didn't plan ahead correctly, apparently. But I have a dispel just in case something like this.
So
Do you want me to vaporize it? The illusion?
Do we want to vaporize the illusion? Is that the consensus here?
It's usually
Might as
worth.
well.
Alright, let me do it. I have too many spell slots.
Stealthy says nay.
I'll just cast it at level 3. I can make an arcana roll or a intelligence roll. I don't remember. Yeah, just an intelligence roll if that's not enough.
It will not be enough.
Intelligence.
16.
That is not enough.
Well, that's poop.
That's just the illusion of poop.
No, the poop is real. The illusion is. So.
And Mordecai, your violin begins to play and glow.
Oh. That usually means fiends are about.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire off another dispel. This will also be at level 3. Oh, I guess I should just go ahead and make the roll. You're not gonna tell me to do something else. It's not gonna work on its own this time. 19. So that should do it.
Yeah, that has to be enough.
Unless it's like a supreme ancient elder magic.
You know, level 12 spell.
You got it. With your guess. That last part.
Real
Oh,
quick,
boy.
shouldn't Mordecai's violin have gone off for Selfie because Selfie's the fiend?
Wait, so
Yes.
so everybody talked at once. So the ancient elder magic is not dispelled, is what you're telling
Correct.
me? Okay.
The inside of this skull thing is still illusory.
Okay.
Could we throw something at it?
Well, I've thrown 2 level 3 spells at it.
Oh, like,
Is it a song I recognize, or is it it's playing on its own?
Yeah, it's playing on its own.
It doesn't do that.
It doesn't. And you don't recognize the song, but man, does it resonate with, like, all of you feel just, like you've heard this song before. You swear you have. It's on the edge of your mind, but it's just... It's not a song you've heard. But it feels like waves of emotion are starting to build in you.
Oh, I prepared the wrong spell. I prepared the wrong spell. Alright, well, this is a thing.
An indistinct chant of a chorus is echoing out from the tunnel. It's singing. There's not marching, no sounds of weapons, just a resonating chorus of people singing. You can't tell the words. It'd almost be like a fantasy version of like the keyboard chorus, where it's like ho 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 ho. But
Yeah, this is definitely resonating as a cult headquarters.
Yeah. Norlai, do you have identify in your prepared or in your staff or anything? Because I only have it as a ritual, and we may not have 11 minutes.
I really should have prepared Aura of Purity.
I have protection from good and evil.
Okay, well, we might need
Does that
that
help?
too.
So do I. I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil on...
Okay. Well, magic isn't working, and that's all I'm good at. But I'm gonna go ahead and go up and start investigating the whatever it is. Is this an altar? Is this a... And I'm gonna take great care not to actually
So-
physically contact the darkness.
passage forward.
Yeah, but I
I'm casting Death Ward.
Okay.
yeah, I
I'm
don't...
casting Death Ward on myself.
Okay.
If we go into the darkness, it might just be like supreme magical darkness, like we've been seeing with, with what you call it. But I don't like what we saw in Oiho, for example. But
Well, we go in together, if we're gonna go in at all. We approach together, if we're gonna approach
Yeah.
at all.
let's approach together, and I definitely don't want to touch the darkness. I just want to see what I can see just by inspecting this giant tower.
And
And I need to borrow holy water to cast protection.
with
Who's getting the death word?
oh, me. I'm doing that on myself.
Okay,
And I'm putting Death Ward on myself.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and, no, not just yet.
I mean, I'm pretty good at just saying that.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
those things.
And Mordecai is basically just gonna hang on to everyone
Mm-hmm.
as much as he can. Because
Yeah.
he doesn't want to let them go. He doesn't want them to be anywhere outside of each other's range, in a way, right now.
Yeah.
Everyone hold hands.
Sounds good to me. Everyone hold hands, and Bright is going to do some investigating.
Yeah, I don't expect really to find anything, but here's an example of the sort of things I'm looking for. Anything that looks like it could be a magical power source. Any kind of secret passage that might lead around or behind rather than having to go through. Any kind of, magical wiring like we saw in Oiho when Miss Mercury was all bound up, anything like that. Anything that might reveal... I'm not really looking into the religious aspect of it as much because that's not really my thing, and we've got Celine here, and that's really her thing, so, yeah. But,
Okay.
just see if I can find anything that either hints at how it works or provides, some kind of secret access.
Okay. You all approach. Bright, make a perception.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. You stand at the precipice here. Inside, as light is cast, the interior dims the light. So even if it's a bright light source, it's dim inside. Though it reveals two large walls that are gray stone. Flat. Similar to what you had seen in the prior caverns, except those had etchings and whatnot on them. And then about 50 feet ahead is the end of the passage. However, it does appear to have some kind of a wall or it's blocked off from sight to get past.
Now the sounds, are they coming from inside the thing, or are they coming from behind us?
There's some sort of like an ethereal chorus that is humming from in this chamber with the smooth gray walls. However, Mordecai's
And then
violin is
violin's
playing on its own, and the chants are coinciding with it.
I don't like that. That
Mordecai, I thought you gave up your fancy magic violin. Didn't the power go out of it?
No, the one
This
that
is
I
a
got.
new one.
This is a new one. This one glows blue when fiends are present.
But it's not glowing, it's just playing.
It's playing.
Right. I don't.
And
I
it's
don't know anything about
and
that
it's producing
property.
emotion as well. Not just for you, Mordecai. You all are resonating emotionally. Not through any. It's not compelled. It's not like an enchantment.
Wait, didn't the professor say that he was particularly moved when I played?
He did.
This also was an instrument made by giants for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, that would explain it.
Yeah.
That would explain it. Are you ready to go in?
Well, we don't. We came all this way.
Could always turn around and go back.
That's true.
Well, we came here
could
to
just-
get rid of a undead incursion, and if the
Alright.
cult has anything to say about that, that's not gonna happen.
Alright. I don't think we're gonna find a cult here. I think we're gonna find, like, automated defenses or some kind of ancient giant or something. I don't think it's
Or
gonna
a
be a cult.
reanimated dragon.
No, that was back the other way we came. You may not have noticed it. Maybe I'm the only one that noticed it.
Oh, his name was Rush.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I mean, we noticed the dragon. I was the only one that noticed that he might reanimate. Luckily, he didn't. Whew, that was a close one. Okay, let's get going.
Well, if
Holding
he did, we
hands.
could have become friends.
The music is starting to get annoying.
Holding hands, we jump on in.
All right, you're death warding people. Is anyone staying behind?
Nope.
No.
We're holding hands and we're staying together for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a hand on Selfie as well.
Yeah.
As you walk inside, your lights illuminate these blank gray smooth walls, and about the midway point, a very quick as this skull slides down the track and seals off the chamber,
That's not ominous.
leaving
Bucks
you
fall.
inside.
Nobody dies. I'm satisfied with that.
And as that happens, a solitary figure, a oval with a circle on top, appears on one of the walls. And it's like you're all sizes. Like you're seeing a manifestation. And now what I want you to do, my audience can't help it, but you as my players, if you don't have my stream open, can you open it for me? Because you're gonna have
I've
to.
got it open.
I have something that I'm going to play, but I can't show it to you through Roll20.
Okay. I'll do that, but I have like 15 seconds of lag on the stream.
Okay, I'll count down and make sure I give time. I'll count afterwards as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm ready.
Are the rest of you ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. Make sure you can see and hear. I'm going to mute my microphone so I don't accidentally disturb anything. And watch the illusion play out in front of you.
I close my eyes. Tell us why must we suffer? Release your hand.
To all of my children in whom life flows abundant, to all of my children to whom death hath passed its judgment, the soul yearns for honor and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walk before, to lead those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the land's alive, so believe. Feel, think, teach, hear, feel, think, teach, speak, tell, hope, wish, roam, sleep, sleep on. Now open your eyes while our plight is repeated. Still deaf to our cries, lost in hope we lie defeated. Our souls have been torn and our bodies forsaken, bearing sins of the past, for our future is taken. War, born of strife, these trials persuade us not. Words without sound, these lies betray our thoughts. Mired by a plague of doubt, the land she mourns. Judgment bites all we hold to a memory of scorn. Tell us why, given a life, we are meant to die, helpless as our cries. Witness, suffer, violence, reason, fallen, stomach, wanna, listen, whisper, Sho'neuroth, harder.
Well... Shit.
The song finishes as you all are drug into the story. Moments from your lives come flashing before you to the music. And as that happens, the end of the tunnel opens. And where we break tonight is another cavern beneath the sea off the coast of Oldport to an old, ruined, sunken temple. And there you go.
Yeah, so,
So when you say sunken, is it like all immersed in water?
It
Or is there...
there are rock structures and some sort of like a force shield or something is holding most of the water out. Some water is coming in, but it's sunken in the sense that beyond these invisible walls, there is naught but water.
Like I roll in Wind Waker.
yeah, like Hyrule and Wind Waker.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Celine immediately pulls out her journal.
And so what we're going to do is, at this moment, we are going to break. We're going to go raid the person responsible for all this. Clearly, it's Derek. And if you all want to know more, you'll have to come back next week for more Tuesday
Hashtag
Adventure.
Derek's fault.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll
Hashtag
go in
Derek's
with
fault.
like hashtag Derek's fault. And so let's all go over and give him a stream because Derek's having an amazing time doing a lot of artwork for people. And if you want some artwork done, I give him a commission as well. His plate might be a little full now, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't wait in line. But yeah, we're gonna go over, give Derek a raid,
Wow.
and hey, we're back. Wednesday is the June box giveaway, so come back for that. And after that, Dark Wolf and I are going to be painting some minis to get caught up on things. I'll see you over in Derek's channel.